Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this morning. We're going to go ahead and do game 3 of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign. Basically, we're trying to rescue civilians from M.O.D.O.K. Excuse me. All right, the campaign log should go up here telling you the status of the campaign since last we played. I did all the setup off screen, excuse me. And let's go ahead and get it cracking. In Sixer's hand size, we have a Sky Destroyer, Under Surveillance Practice Plan, Spray Fire, Quake, and Power of Justice. Definitely keeping you because the threat threshold on that is a little small for my liking. And Surveillance will keep Power, whatchamacallit, to pay for it. I'm sorry, this should have a threat on it. And get rid of these two. And see, we can do it. Set 2, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right, either way, let's go. Flip you to stealth form with infiltrate. Nick will go to hero mode. Spend Power of Justice for 2 to pay 4 under surveillance on the main scheme. So threat to complete is now increased by 4. I'll spend 2 to bring Quake into play. Quake will exhaust to hit the Adaptoid for 2. Nick will exhaust to remove a threat from the main scheme. Now I'll get rid of Super Spies. I want to keep Sky Destroyer. Just because a way to do damage without trigger and retaliate is a plus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gotcha. Our new toys are Surveillance Team, Homeland Intervention, Eye Patch Camera, Surveillance Team, and Sky Destroyer. And when Quake should have a consequential on her, my fault. Okay. So 1 damage, 2, 3 plus 2, 3 from my next base scheme, 4, 5 for the boost. Force response, I take 1. Super Adaptoid schemes for 2, which would be 6. I take 1 because of the stealth suit interrupt. So he's at 5, okay. He should have straightened up on that, okay. Do I want to use Quake's response? No, I think I want to clear off the scheme, the threat on it, so I'll wait. Okay, and bad card is the Force Field. A Psionic Force Field. M.O.D.O.K is now stalwart, and when any damage M.O.D.O.K takes is now put there. And if there's 5 or more damage on there, then we discard it. Okay. All right, I'm going to drop 3 cards. Hold on. No, wait. It's better to put 2 cards in to play Surveillance Team. Nick will exhaust to remove a threat from the main scheme, put it on his suit. Then I will play Homeland Intervention, exhaust 2 shield, up to 3 shield cards I control. I'll exhaust the team in Quake, remove 2 threat from that scheme for each card exhausted. So the scheme's back to 0. I will flip down to Alter Ego temporarily. Yeah, I'll flip down Alter Ego and everybody will straighten. Won't draw back to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. New choices are Specialized Training, Covert Surveillance, Gemma Simmons, Power of Justice. Yeah, Covert Surveillance and Sky Destroyer, okay? All right, put a threat on here. 1, 2, 3 for M.O.D.O.K scheme. Plus his boost of 4. And there's a boost, we gotta deal with that. His boost ability is give the activating enemy an additional boost card. 5, 6. There's 6 total. And boost after its activation, shuffle the Adaptoid back into the deck. Okay, then the Adaptoid schemes for 2. Bad card is Focusing Crystal. Oh, joy. Attached to M.O.D.O.K, after his hit points are reset, discard this card. Oh, but Quake was definitely going to exhaust to hit him for 2. All right, Surveillance Team going to exhaust to remove a counter to drop the threat down by 1. Next, I'm going to flip to Hero Form. All right, Nick is going to attack. So when he attacks, Force Response, flip to Assault Form. Then we'll remove all the three of the threat from the attack for a total of 5. It goes to this. If there's 5 damage on there, we discard it. M.O.D.O.K unfortunately still retaliates for me, so I take 1 damage. All right, I'm going to use Covert Surveillance for 1 to pay. I'm sorry. I'm going to use the Power of Justice to pay for Covert Surveillance. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. If I'm in stealth suit form, put it on my suit. Otherwise, I may go to stealth form, and I'm absolutely going to do that. I will use specialized training for 1 to get rid of those. To pay for covert surveillance again, remove 2 more threat from a scheme. And put, if I'm in stealth suit form, place that threat on my suit. Well, let's do that, okay? And finally, we use the Sky Destroyer for 1 resource to pay for Gemma. Her cost is reduced by 2 because she does have the shield trait on there. And we'll straighten back up. We will draw to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. New toys: Helicarrier, Watch, Strength, Melinda May, and Practice Plan. All right. So threat goes up by 1. M.O.D.O.K hits it for 2, 6 plus 7, 8. Nick Fury takes 1 of those, so it'll be a total of 7. The Adaptoid schemes for 2. Nick takes 1 of those, so it's actually 8. Quake will exhaust to hit him for 2 more, so he's dead. When defeated, remove 1 all-purpose counter from an environment. I'll remove 1 from the holding cell. And the bad card is another Adaptoid. When it comes into play, each Adaptoid gains scheme plus scheme insight 1, so this goes to 9. And the aerial trait, okay. All right, surveillance team gonna exhaust for 1 to remove a threat from here. Gem will exhaust to generate a resource for a tech card, which will play Fury's Watch. All right, Fury's gonna exhaust to remove 2 threat from here. And put 1 on his suit. All right, now these 3. I kind of want the Practice Plan and Melinda May in play, but okay, the Watch can do 2. 3, 4 for Melinda. Or we can... All right, no. I think Helicarrier is more important because I need some regenerate. So I will exhaust the Watch, remove 2 threats, and 3 for the Helicarrier. So we have that for the future. I'll put Practice Plan into play. And I'm going to keep Strength for right now. Everybody will straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New toys are Strength, another Practice Plan, Monica Chang, Homeland Intervention, and Concentrated Fire. Okay, this is better. All right, threat goes up by 1. M.O.D.O.K schemes for 2, so 9, plus 10, 11. And, oh, sorry, this gets shuffled back into the deck. I'll do that in a second. So I take 1 of those threats. that's 10. The adaptoid schemes for 1, 2, I do take one of those, but it does not matter because it's still 11. And 7 plus 4 is 11, so the scheme completes. This gets discarded. Force interrupt. When a stage will be completed, put one set-aside adaptoid environment into play. All right, so now my adaptoids are +1 attack, toughness, +1 scheme, insight, and brute aerial. Oh, joy. Oh, and otherwise shuffle all the adaptoid minion from the discard pile back into the deck. Oh, while I was going on, Quake absolutely did. Her response after minion schemes, exhausts Quake to deal 2 damage. And bad card is Sonic Blast. Take X indirect damage, where X equal to M.O.D.O.K scheme. So 3 indirect damage. Confuse each character takes damage that way. All right, so Nick will take all of it, and he'll confuse. Nick will exhaust to get rid of the confuse. Let's spend 2, 3, 4 to put Monica Chang into play. After you're in play, search my hand, deck, and discard pile for a copy of support team. I'm sorry, surveillance team. Put it into play. Then place another Snoop counter on each surveillance team I control. Monica will exhaust 1 to hit the adaptoid for a damage. All right, I'm going to oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. So I will play Exhaust Helicarrier for 1 to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1. Use Furious Watch and remove a threat for 2 resources to play Concentrated Fire. It's an attack. First of all, break cover hits. Before I attack, change your hero action. Spend 2 resources, 2 fist resources, or 3 of any type. Remove a lock counter from there. I will use Furious Watch to remove 1, 2, 3. I'll remove a lock counter from Holding Cell. So when the last lock counter is removed from there, flip this card. Boom, boom. Strong and Human. Yeah, buddy. And do the next 2 lock counters. Right, I did not attack, so that nothing happens with that. Yeah, this will work. I completely forgot about that. So draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 1, 2 threat. M.O.D.O.K schemes for 3 now, so 5. surplus for that, plus his boost card of 6. But Nick takes that, so boop. Adaptoid would scheme for 2. Nick takes 1. Quake exhaust, deal 2 damage to the Adaptoid. Boom. So you're done. And I remove a counter from holding cell because of the Adaptoid's ability. And bad card, another Adaptoid. And toughness, whoop-de-doo. Oh, and Monica did have damage. No, she didn't. Nobody did anything last turn. All right, now Monica's going to exhaust for 1. 1 damage on the Adaptoid to pop his tough. Okay, surveillance team will exhaust to remove a threat from here. The other surveillance team will exhaust to remove a threat from there. Nick will exhaust to remove 2 threat from this scheme. That should be a 2. Oh, she killed an Adaptoid. That's how the holding cell got 1 less counter on it. Okay, good. All right. We'll spend 2, 3 to play Spray Fire. The first things first, he goes back to his normal form. I'm sorry, to assault form. And then choose a player, me. Deal 3 damage to the villain, and each player minion engage that player that's attacking its ranged. So we'll do 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 damage to M.O.D.O.K. 6 to the Adaptoid, so he's dead. Remove a counter. And that attack did gain range, so I don't get retaliate. So I get another Inhuman. Now, Psionic Inhuman. Respond to if this ally thwarts, remove a counter from a holding cell. Yeah, I'll do that. And I will use the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1. Use Gemma, 1 resource for a tech card, to play E.M. S.H.I.E.L.D. Alrighty, so that is. Do I want to hold on to? I'll hold on to Waylay for next turn. Draw cards 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New toys: Leo Fitz, Secret Agent, Surveillance Team, Agent Coulson and Waylay. All right, 1-2 threat on the main scheme. M.O.D.O.K schemes for 2 more, plus... Oh, no, wait, M.O.D.O.K doesn't scheme. M.O.D.O.K attacks. Because I'm no longer in stealth suit form, he now attacks me with straight up. All right, so he's going to attack me for 1, 2, plus 3. I use the E.M. Shield's ability when I would take any amount of damage discard, prevent all the damage. I will then use the practice plan ability. After I discard a prep card I control, discard practice plan, return that prep card to my hand. Now we deal with aim interference, the when revealed ability. Place 1 secret counter on each board member. I may spend X resources to prevent these counters from being placed. X fist resources. I don't have any fist resources I want to use, so I guess I'll put counters on there. Okay. And bad card is, it's alive. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an Adaptoid minion and reveals it. And shuffle. Okay. Not the best, but not the worst. Okay. Oh, sorry, and this guy should have gotten a consequential last turn because he did use his ability, which he's going to use again. So he's going to thwart the main scheme for 1. Response after he thwarts, remove a lock counter from a holding cell. So we get our girl Sarah. So regards its attacks gain, overkill, and ranged. And there's also surveillance team to remove a threat. Exhaust the other surveillance team to remove another threat. Oh wait, there should be 2 lock counters on the last holding cell. Okay, all right, smart play is still going to be 2. All right, Monica will exhaust 2. Remove 1 threat from this scheme. Bring it to 2. Nick will now exhaust, remove the last 2. Bring a threat here. And now as a response, Nick will pay. Use exhaust for 2. And we'll do Leo for 3. To play Waylay, after a hero thwarts, deal 4 damage to an enemy, deal 7 if it removes the last threat from a scheme. So, M.O.D.O.K goes to 13. Because I defeated him, I did not get retaliate, but force interrupt. When M.O.D.O.K would be defeated if a holding cell is in play, remove 2 lock counters from it. Then this force interrupt kicks in. And reset M.O.D.O.K's hit points to 10 instead. Otherwise, players win the game. Monica should be gone. So now I have rescued everybody. All right, I will exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1. Or use Gemma to generate a resource for attack card to play A.I.M. S.H.I.E.L.D. And I will spend these 2 to play down Secret Agent. Before that happens, the Flying Inhuman will have exhausted to remove the tough from the Adaptoid. Then he will go to Alter Ego form, use Infiltrate to change to Spec Stealth, then we ready up and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bad card for decking out. All right, new cards are Waylay, Intelligence Analysis, Covert Surveillance, Safe House, Maria, and the Flying Car. All right. Oh, sorry, this goes away because I did reset his hit point. So 1 threat on here. M.O.D.O.K schemes for 2. The Force Interrupt Stealth Suit does not come into play because I am not in hero form. 3 plus 4, 5. Adaptoid also schemes for 2. 7. Ugh. So we do another environment. And all Adaptoid Bacons go back in the deck. There's only 1 right now, okay. And then all the threat gets removed off here, but oh. Alrighty, so that was done. All right, now the bad cards. First bad card, Scientist Supreme. Scientist Supreme's attacks gain piercing and range. Second bad card. When revealed, tuck an upgrade I control under here. Otherwise, tuck the top card of my deck in there. All right, it's gonna have to be the Watch. All right, so M.O.D.O.K now gains +1 attack. All right, so he has 10 hit points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it still can deal with him. All right, so next I'll flip to hero form. Gemma's going to exhaust for, I'm sorry, before we do that, the Helicarrier will exhaust for 1 to reduce the cost of the next card I play by 1. And Gemma's going to exhaust to produce a resource card for that to get me Fury's Flying Car. All right, Insight, Toughness, and Elite. No guard, wonderful, okay. Next, gonna hit M.O.D.O.K for 2. He will catch Retaliate for that. The Strong Inhuman will exhaust and hit M.O.D.O.K for 3. 1 for consequential and 1 for retaliate. Oh, he did do something last turn, so he should have. No, he didn't, so he exhausts. Now to hit M.O.D.O.K for another 1. And retaliate. Sarah Garza's going to hit for 2. Or sorry, 2 more on M.O.D.O.K. And 2 for retaliate. Fury's going to exhaust the flying car. Remove a threat from my suit from upgrade. Ready, Nick. I will spend 2 fist resources. Actually, no, I will not spend 2 fist resources. I will do. Yeah, I have to remove 2 fist resources. No other way to do it. So remove a secret counter from here. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Deal that to M.O.D.O.K for 10. And that is game. All right, so we did win that. That is always a plus. Now let's go back and see if we... Okay, this is not going to be great. So good news is I did remove cards from Cheap Tactical, so I could deal with that. Bad news. These are still in play, because we do mark down the adaptive environments are in play. So Flying, Strong, and Sarah Garza are in play for the next game. But we do get to draw a card. The card we drew is Money. And I completely forgot about that when we were doing the game. So these are 2 cards we have found so far. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the campaign log so the new one should be here. Now we'll take everything else together. We'll set up for the next game. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I do appreciate it and hope you all have a good day. Take care.